Hello there. Hello everyone. Hello Spicy, and welcome back to Assassin's Creed 2. You might be wondering why this stream starts like 2 hours later than usually. Hello Maki. And yeah, we are gonna jump into AC2. It actually took me a bit longer, if you're wondering why this starts later. I told you I would do the treasures and the viewpoints. I'm lurking in the beginning for a bit. I'm cooking right now. No problem, because we're just gonna do a tomb in the beginning. And I'm just gonna babble a lot. Yeah, I said I was going to do the treasures and the viewpoints. I did. It took way longer, because San Gimignano has all of Tuscany around. Monteriggioni has a lot of area around, and then I did Firenze. I also upgraded our little Monteriggioni. You can see that there are a lot of flags on top of the buildings now because of what we've done. And this is the plan for today. You see a lot of treasures. You see the sanctuary. The sanctuary is important for, well, our armor piece, if you know what I mean. We have a tomb directly here in Monteriggioni. These treasures that you see are in the tomb / in the mines. So this is what we're going for. I'm gonna show you a secret little location in this villa. And then, yeah, you can see it's getting cleaner and cleaner. We also have a barcode up there, which is one of the glyphs. But yeah, I'm gonna put the mic up here. I know you like it more when you can hear me close by, but I'm also eating an ice right now and I don't want to munch into your ears. So we're going in here. And we're going up into the tower. Because this tower has the portraits of our targets. Francesco de Pazzi. Salviati de Pazzi. We have Uberto Alberti, who we've killed. And those are obviously the targets. We have more room for more pictures, for obvious reason. Ice ASMR, yes, exactly. Yummy ice ASMR, that's what everyone wants. So that is something. I'm also going to show you a bit more stuff. I have bought a bit of art because of the money income, the money stream we've had from the treasures, as well as from the villa. Here we have Maria with the Modir. You can go. This is the art room. I've bought even a big picture here. Primavera. Showing Venus, Mercury, and whatever. But you see something about this piece of art. Apples! Look, another beautiful piece of art. Venus and the mirror. And there's an apple. Portrait of a musician by Leonardo da Vinci. I'm not sure if we can buy the Mona Lisa, by the way. I'm not sure. Not the apples. Of course the apples. Look. Federico da Montefeltro. Same here. And, oh, do you see on the top there? Yes. We have a lot of apple art. Even more pictures that I bought. Annunciation by Leonardo da Vinci. Yeah, you'll see there's a lot of interesting stuff going on here. More importantly, if we buy weapons, it's gonna be displayed in the armory. And you might be like, well, you have one weapon. And that is absolutely true. Because since I can disarm the enemies, there's really no point in buying the weapons unless I want to 100% everything, which we will do, but not now. Number one, what we're doing, we're going into the well. You might be like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm talking about this. I bought the well. And wanna know what we can do? Drop. We can go into the well. And now we have the catacombs unlocked. And you can already see 2 treasures over there. Bloop. Oh, that was bad. Oh my god, I actually got it done. That already looked like I failed it, but hey, we got it done. we got 2 treasures. And now we can drop ourselves into the catacombs. I mean, yeah, sewage water probably, but who cares? It's not like people wouldn't be stinking here, right? And out of the well. We also unlocked the mines. I didn't hear what was up, but I supported. The apples. The apples, my friend. Oh, there's another statue. That's good. Hi. Of Mars or Ares. And look at what we have here. What could this possibly be? Auditore family crypt. Venice, 1296. I was raised in a small house by the Venetian lagoon, within sight of the rough, foam-capped waves of the sea. When I was barely old enough to walk, I became a sailor, navigating the Atlantic first as an apprentice and then while carrying cargo for my father's patron, Messer Marco Polo. It was a good life. If you've read the Assassin's Creed novel, the Assassin's Creed 1 novel, you know that Marco Polo actually plays an important role in basically noting and writing down Altaïr's life. So why can I not get up there? What's going on? Yeah, I know. I want to go up there, you dummy. Thank you. Hello, hello. I'm not sure if you were able to catch up yet, but who knows. Ashore. One day, while ashore in the harbor looking for work, I fell in love. She was barely 20, but when I looked into her eyes, the whole world was reflected back, clearer and brighter than the sun. After that, I still went to sea, but my heart remained on land with the girl, who had become my wife and our young son. Birthright. One afternoon that summer, Messer Polo called me into his study. My father was already there, beside an older man, dressed in a strange hooded cape, watching us. At that moment, everything about my life changed. My father told me that he was an assassin. Removing his ring, he showed me a strange marking on his finger, explaining that our family came from an ancient order that protected and defended mankind. He paused, and then, when I didn't speak, Messer Polo stepped forward. He told me that the stranger in the hood would teach me, and in return I would carry him across the Mediterranean to Spain. And so began my apprenticeship with Dante Alighieri, one that was to destroy every bit of happiness I would ever have. You know who Dante Alighieri is? The Circles of Hell. And timed. This is gonna be annoying because this is a timed one. As you can see, there's the timer. Okay. A mentor. In preparation for our voyage, Messer Alighieri met with me repeatedly. At first, our meetings were about purchasing supplies, but soon they became about higher things, about life, love, honor, and justice. He taught me that society was set up in such a way as to control its members, to stop us from thinking, from seeing.
Soon I could look past all the laws and illusions. I understood that mankind was being used by its rulers, that we, the people, deserved freedom. It was then that Dante began showing me pages from a book that Messer Polo had brought back from the palace of the great Genghis Khan. The manuscript, the Codex, was about our order, the Assassins. Damn, that hits way too hard, way too close to home, doesn't it? Like, way too realistic, that part. So it's me thinking that there is something to it? No, it's literally just jump through that hole. Okay, I guess. Just jump through that hole, sure. Okay. Oh god, that's gonna be annoying. There's a treasure. Sorry, I'm going for the treasure first. I don't care. I gotta do this again, but I don't care. I'm going for the treasure. Give me money. I don't know how to get there, but I'm gonna go for the money first. I'm a greedy bastard. What? Are you jumping? Like, are you jumping in fucking place, Ezio? I'm gonna go for that fucking treasure. How do I get up there? Not the biggest fan of timed mechanisms, but whatever, right? No! Are you fucking kidding me, dude? There is a big fucking bar and you jump like that? Honestly, maybe your family deserves to get killed. If you're that incompetent, mate. Yeah, sometimes Ezio is a bit special. I mean, there's a certain German video of someone playing this game and saying very interesting things to Ezio. One of the funniest videos to ever come out of YouTube Germany. Exactly, Spicy. Exactly. An unexpected farewell. Our planned voyage never took place. While returning to Ravenna to pick up the remainder of his belongings, Dante died. Dismayed at the loss of my mentor, I went to inform my father and Messer Polo of the sad news. Before I could even speak, I was ushered into the study, and my father, his face white, locked the door behind me. Shocked, I listened in silence as he spoke. Dante intended to take the Codex to Spain, where it would be safe. But he was being watched. The enemy of the assassins, the Knights Templar, still existed. I recalled the stories he had told me of the Templars, and it all became clear. Dante had been murdered. The Templars knew about the Codex, and they knew about us. Shaking, my father told me to take the Codex and leave for Spain at once, with my wife and child. Okay, come on, who came up with that? The camera can actually be quite hard to control, especially in moments like this, when the game does not really give a crap about if you can see stuff or not. Are you... Okay. I will not comment on that. Or will I? Nobody knows. If that thing... Okay. At sea. We set sail that night. The ship filled with cargo to sell in the markets at Barcelona. At first all was well. Then, to avoid a coming storm, we laid anchor in the Otranto harbor. Cloaked in darkness, the pirates came. I didn't see them until they were already boarding my ship. I hid with my family in the hold. Pulling out the Codex, I ran the worn leather cover through my hands. Then I broke the spine. The pages slid silently onto the floor. I scattered them into the chests, boxes, and containers I was carrying to market. The men who found us were drunk. I could smell it on their breath. When they asked for the Codex, I knew who had sent them. Holding back my rage, I said that I had thrown it overboard. They started to laugh. Two held me down, still grinning, while the rest cut off my wife's clothes. She begged for mercy until her voice gave out. Once they were done, they threw her into the sea. They took my cargo and sunk my ship, and left me adrift, clinging to a piece of railing. I made it to the beach with my son. My wife's body washed up on the shore the next morning with the tide. Not only that it's disgusting, but obviously it should be known what I think of rapists. And that it does deserve the same punishment as murder, which is death. But not like some weirdo, like, little injection thing, but something like, I don't know, cheese grinder to the naked skin, or boiling in hot oil, or being thrown with a catapult into a brick wall, stuff like this. Sorry, I swallowed water. Fuck my life. But yeah, we're living in a world where stuff like this is being normalized, so let's go. Oh, that's not what I... Ezio! I'm gonna fuck you up, you fucking brat. A new name. I never saw the sea again. Making my way to Florence, I rented a small room and then visited the bank. I had memorized Polo's account number. With the vast sum I now had at my disposal, I went to Venice in disguise to find my father. I returned to Florence the next day. Both Polo and my father were already dead. From that moment forward, I collected treatises on architecture, studied the classics, and took vocal lessons. I adopted the name Auditore, impersonating a noble at the Florentine court. Accepted as one of their own, I took on the trappings of nobility and constructed this villa for me and my son. And then I hunted them. I raised my son to fight, to find the Codex, and to kill Templars. Together we would regain the honor of my wife and avenge the death of my father. 2 debts that could never be repaid. To the Auditore that reads this, remember that you are not a nobleman. You are not one of the deceivers. You're one of the people. Avenge us. The family crypt. We're coming out of the mines. Which is funny because there is an alternative entrance to the mines. I think it is over there, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. That obviously is one of the exits to the mines, and here is another one. I think here we can just get in, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, they're the treasures I talked about. Sometimes the game can look so, like, tiresome almost, so dirty, and sometimes it can look so pretty, you know, like the green, yellow, and purple here together. Looks gorgeous, reminding me of the big valley in Red Dead Redemption 2. But then when it's at night, which can happen, you can just have the whole game at night, it just looks so dirty and boring and ugly. I don't know if you can relate, but yeah. Here's another treasure that is right there. Haha. And now, in theory, there should, like, yeah. There's one in the tower up there. That's something we can get. And there was one in the family crypt, as we saw. But yeah. That is the only criticism that I have. The game can look very grayish brown at times. Yeah, I think the biggest indicator of this will be one of the most annoying missions, which is the carriage chase on the way to Venice. Not really a spoiler, but yeah. And I find that one is a giveaway of how dirty the game can sometimes look, but yeah. How you guys doing? Maki doing fine. We just had the Auditore family crypt, which in my opinion gives quite a bunch of interesting backstory to the Auditore name and family, with quite some disgusting details of, well, rape and murder. but yeah. Never forget, we're not those animals. We're fighting those animals. Yep. What did you get for food, Mucky? And Salty, how has your day been? How's your mother's day been? And injured! Oh, not really injured. Okay. So, we're gonna invest a bit more into the building. I threw together some ramen, fish, eggs, and Brussels sprouts. Okay. Brussels sprouts. Interesting. Not something I would think of, but okay. Whatever the freezer provides. Okay,
Buongiorno.
fair.
Salute, Ser Ezio. Shall we take a look at the list?
Ramen and egg is fucking fantastic. I give you that. We're almost done already with upgrading, simply because of me searching for all of the treasures. The only thing missing now is the blacksmith. I don't like Brussels sprouts, and I don't like Brussels. That's both true. That's both true, Marky. I don't like the
Come in.
I don't like the EU, and I
what
especially
do
don't
you
like
be
Brussels.
I've been sent from Firenze by Il Magnifico to attend to some unfinished business. I'm looking for Jacopo de Pazzi.
Ha! Who isn't? We've been at it for days.
And perhaps what I carry will help us both. A list of his co-conspirators. One of them will talk before he dies.
Excellent. These men are sure to lack Jacopo's resources, which means they will be easier to find. I will put my scouts to it at once.
I appreciate the help, Uncle. I've got something else for you as well. More Codex pages.
Ah, let's see what we can learn. What is this? What prophet?
What did you find, Uncle?
Just another damn mystery. The text here roughly translates to only the prophet may open it. There's reference to 2 pieces of Eden, but these pages offer no answers, Nipote. At least, not on their own. You must find more.
We'll have to save it for another day, Uncle. I have a mission to attend to.
As you wish. Now, if you hope to defeat these bastardi, I will need to teach you a few things. Meet me on the practice field.
Let's see.
All right, Ezio. You're familiar with counterattacking, but what happens when your enemy is as well?
I don't usually give them the opportunity.
Tough talk offers little protection against Templar steel.
Then by all means, Maestro. Teach me what to do.
Now dodge. Hurry up and die! I'm getting thirsty!
Bene, bene. Now do it again. Much better. One last time now.
Bravo!
Oh, disarms the stuff that I've already done multiple times.
Let's see it another time.
Early I stole a lance of someone, which was wonderful because I love the pole arms and lances. And halberds.
Just one more time, Ezio.
Magnifico! Once again, you exceed my expectations.
It's me, Mario.
Signore, we found Jacopo's men, and they wait your word to strike.
Relay the following. No man moves until they have spoken with Ezio. Intesi?
It will be done.
Go, Ezio. Visit with my mercenaries in the countryside. See if Jacopo's lackeys won't lead you to him, but be careful. They will be expecting you.
Yes, Salty, indeed. Here you have, especially like, I just call them Templar Guards, even though I don't even know if they are. They are just those giants with giant hellebards or giant double-handed axes. And yeah, that's something you also have. Yeah, there is an... even though those biggies aren't the main problem, like, they can actually be dealt with. The worst enemy is the small ones, the super skinny, speedy ones that dodge every single attack you do. I didn't get this one yet? I got this one. We got two, I think we didn't get Amunet, we got her. Okay. I know about 2 more tombs. But yeah, I would like to pedal back, you know, I always talk about how Assassin's Creed is not necessarily about the assassins or whatsoever. Or Assassins versus Templars, and that this is not the main focus. And that whoever came up with the story clearly tries to convey something else. And that's the case here. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. The talk of the Prophet on that Codex page is insanely important. Might be one of the most important things in this game series. So, but we go into my inventory. No. I would like to have different vambraces here. How do I equip that shit? Are you kidding me? By the way, outfits. We can have Altaïr's outfit, but it's obviously different. So yeah. I won't need more HP or anything. Like, as I said, I could go and change my armor, but usually I'm doing quite well against these enemies. Okay. Let's go against Jacopo. The most important thing about this game is to talk about the Prophet, the truth, and the glyphs. Okay. We have 2 missions now. Enki, what AC games will you not cover in this? I will cover all. Well, sorry. No, that is a lie. There are games that I won't cover because they are simply not canon. Or at least they are unimportant to the point where they are within their own little universe and you will never talk about them. That includes the 3 2.5D games, which were meant as phone games but brought to the PC as well, which plays 1 in India, 1 in Japan, and 1 in Russia. And they are side-scrollers. I'm not gonna play the side-scrollers. I'm not gonna cover the Nintendo DS game of Altaïr. I'm not gonna cover Assassin's Creed Liberation, which is basically an AC3 pre-story that doesn't have anything to do with AC3, only the continent and the time episode. And I'm not gonna cover Assassin's Creed, I think it's not called Far Cry, it's something, Freedom Cry, which is an Assassin's Creed 4 DLC of one of the side characters from Assassin's Creed 4. Again, nothing important at all. I am, however, gonna cover the DLCs of Assassin's Creed Unity. I'm not the biggest fan of Assassin's Creed Unity, but the side stuff is very interesting because it goes into detail about one of the most interesting, in my opinion, most important historical figures of all time, which would be Napoleon Bonaparte. and how he was able to basically control the world for a decade. More importantly, anyone who's somewhat versed in history will understand that the First World War was not the First World War, right? The First World War had far fewer nations participate than the Napoleonic Wars. The Napoleonic Wars had basically the entire globe at war. The First and the Second World War didn't even. And the Napoleonic Wars, what people don't know, had the US in it, okay? The US was part of the Napoleonic Wars. Like, that was the First World War. And we are gonna actually play in that time period for a moment, so that's very interesting.
There you are. Listen, we've found Stefano da Bagnone. Just follow this road and it'll bring you to the abbey where he's taken refuge. Wait, before you go, take these. You can use them to create a distraction.
My thanks, friend.
Stefano da Bagnone. Will he even cover Rogue? Yes, because the main story is only 3 to 4 hours, but I'm not gonna cover it when you think I will. I'm not gonna cover it before AC3. The whole point of Assassin's Creed Rogue is that it plays before AC3 and directly at the beginning of AC Unity, but, and that's the big but, it is meant to be played afterwards because of the implications and the spoilers it has for the other 2 games. So despite it playing beforehand, it is not meant to be played beforehand.
Pray? Pray for what? The Lord's protection. If you think the Lord has any interest in our affairs, you've another thing coming. But please, by all means, continue to delude yourself if it helps to pass the time.
You speak blasphemy.
No, I speak truth.
But to deny his most exalted existence
Is the only rational response when faced with the declaration that there exists some invisible madman in the sky. And believe me, if your precious Bible is anything to go by, he's completely lost his mind.
How can you speak as such? You wear his vestments.
Only because
Yes, we
they
could kill him,
afforded me
but it's so
opportunity
important
to
what
get
he's saying.
closer to the Medici. But you're right. I should look into replacing her after the assassin is dealt with.
Ah, that unholy demon.
At least on this we agree.
They say the devil has gifted him with unnatural speed and strength.
The devil? No. These are gifts he gave himself through training. It is disturbing how unwilling you are to credit people for their circumstances. I think you would make victims out of the entire world if you could.
I forgive your lack of faith and forked tongue. You are still one of his children.
I told you. What's the use? Enough of this. It is like speaking to the wind.
I will pray for you.
As you wish. But do so quietly. I must keep watch.
This talk is so incredibly important because I fully agree with what Bagnone said.
Now I will see who was right.
Where is Jacopo?
Nothing to fear, I suppose. They meet in the shadow of the Roman gods.
Ora sei libero dalla paura. Requiescat in pace.
The fact that all of the priests pull out swords is hilarious. Smoke bomb! That talk is incredibly interesting. Okay. This is so beautiful. The cowl does not make the monk. He does not believe. He does not believe in anything that he's basically preaching as a priest. But why? He has given up the belief of the invisible man in the sky. And I actually love the comment that he makes about the apologist. What do I mean by that? A few days ago, read a lot about the fall of the Roman Empire, about the Visigoths, the Lombards, the sacking of Rome, the fall of Constantinople, and a lot of stuff. And I despise the fact that every single of those atrocities, they don't talk about their own corruption. They don't talk about the clear skill that the enemy showed. They don't talk about the insufferable torment they had their subjects under until those subjects fought back. They only talk about that is God's wrath sent to show the Christians that they have to get back on their normal way. It is the devil that is coming for everyone. And all of the fucking apologist bullshit instead of acknowledging that you are fucking crap. Like, god damn it. For real. On the general level, over the centuries and on a scale from 1 to 10, how important were Altaïr's actions in the grand scheme? Well, it depends heavily on how you look at Altaïr's actions. Do we just talk about killing the 9 people, or do we talk about the actual important things? Number 1. For the first time for the assassins, rediscovering the pieces of Eden. At this point, the assassins had forgotten what it was or were just lied to about it. So, piece of Eden. Rediscovering, or actually, in that case, discovering the Templars. Why? Because, again, the assassins at this point were blind because of Al-Mualim. They didn't know about the pieces of Eden, they didn't know about the Templars, they didn't know about anything like this. Altaïr has built a library that we will get to, that is important. Altaïr controlled the piece of Eden. Altaïr hid the piece of Eden. Altaïr created the new Codex. All of that stuff is important. It is extremely important until Assassin's Creed Revelations, where we will revisit Altaïr. But I think he is the foundation of what the assassins were starting from that point. He might be basically what you could say the one who turned the helm around and steered the assassins in the correct direction again. So I think it's very important.
We found Archbishop Salviati. He's barricaded himself inside that villa. Take some of my men. Use them to clear the fields. Then find a way over the wall so you can open the gates.
Command over my own army. A nice change of pace from the usual sneaking and stabbing. I like it.
Multiple things about Ezio. Number 1, do you realize that his voice has changed? It is the same voice actor, but he has gotten more... He's gotten more mature and serious sounding, not with his high-pitched voice anymore. He's like, brother, but more like, yeah, deeper voice. You can see that he's aging. 3 years have passed at this point, okay? So it's quite the difference. Oh, see, there's a big one. There's a big boy. You see him? I see you there, assassin. Why don't you call for help then? You don't know how many people have said that.
All that awaits you here is death. Turn back!
Men, prepare yourselves! The assassin has arrived!
I need to find a way to open the gates.
Smoke bomb!
Do you hear me? Finish!
You Templars, always singing the same song.
Here, that's the big golden boy who I talked about.
They should.
Shall I send your remains to that Ubriacone, Mario?
Wait, is that him?
What's the point? There won't be anything left of you to recognize.
Here, in his fucking underwear!
What a plan you have! Spouting nonsense while you send these other men to die.
Wow.
I am a reasonable man. What say you to these? Turn
In his
back
fucking
now
underwear.
and call off my men.
Pocket
Sorry,
sand!
friend. You are on my list. Your fate is sealed.
What a finisher.
Where is Jacopo?
He knows you come for him, emerging only in darkness to meet with the others.
That answers when. Now tell me where. Fede dovrebbe dare conforto. Non pena. Requiescat in pace.
Yes, Salty, I have a lot of passion for these games, and not for the reason that most people do. To me, it has something almost to do with faith. I know that sounds weird in the beginning, but one will understand going through this gaming series. And yeah, I will get talking. I will get to talking about this, don't you worry. But that all comes with time. That all comes with time. And yeah, the mercs were OP. I very often try to play this game without mercenaries. Like, obviously I was forced to use them here, but I prefer to not use them. And yeah. I can, like, I might. Okay, that's a big might. When we're done with all of the games in a few months. Oh, this isn't... Come on, come on. These are the fastest spies you can get. And it's almost impossible to catch... Almost. Is it impossible to catch them? It is still possible. Yeah, are you for fucking real? Which is a Borgia spy. And the... Yeah, this is the Smalley. That's the dude who I said would just dodge all the time. And they are the most annoying ones. Yeah, Borgia spies you can't kill, or you're not supposed to kill. You're supposed to tackle. And... No! Oopsie. I didn't mean to kill you guys. I meant to kill this dude. I didn't mean to kill the 2 civilians there. That didn't happen. We are desynchronized, don't you worry. That never happened. But yeah, I might actually make a whole stream that's a just chatting stream. Just talking to you guys about my thoughts on the series, the connection with reality and all of that stuff. I know that all of those sentences just sound like weird talk right now, but trust me, all of that will be understood. Do you want to get beaten to death? Exactly, run, you stupid singer. You gotta choose next target or tomb first. Oh, Torre Grossa. Torre Grossa. Rising 54 meters above San Gimignano, the city's largest tower, the Torre Grossa lives up to its name. Unlike some of the other towers, it even has a bell inside it. Construction of the Torre Grossa began in 1300 and finished in 1311. Now we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna go for the tomb.
Ezio. Antonio Maffei has sought refuge atop the city's tallest structure, spouting scripture and arrows in equal measure. The man has clearly lost his mind. Making matters worse, he's posted archers all around him. You do well to clear them out before approaching.
About that
Grazie
topic.
for the information.
If you actually did watch Assassin's Creed Lineage, as I suggested you guys did, because it's quite an... Isn't it funny how the daytime changed? As I told you, like, watch Assassin's Creed Lineage. You will see Antonio Maffei and his actual influence, and I like that about the short movie. It's like 30 minutes, 33 minutes or something. Heavily recommended. And yeah, it's quite interesting, let me tell you. I think this game is also good at showing something which is corruption in faith. I could go into that in detail and talk about how far the church has come from the actual teachings on, for example, Jesus. And especially talk about the Catholic Church, but yeah, that's time for another, like, that's for another stream, for another talk. And bro didn't even notice that his friend died.
Lorenzo de Medici. You are puppets, enslaved by purse strings, won over by poisonous words. You have lost your virtue. You have lost your dignity. You have lost your faith. And this draws the demons in to feed. And feed they will. All while you wander lost in ignorance. Know that
Something I can tell you about AC1. I feel like the confessionals in that game are the most important, and that they actually were so well written. In my opinion, better than the ones in AC2, but god damn it, I love that. I love that about AC1. How do we get there? Taking out these archers as requested first. Can I hit them from here? What do you think? I don't think so, but
they are not his children because of their blemish. They perverse and crooked generation.
Before you, by the way, ask, I was raised Christian. Like, I went to church twice a week. But there are some things that characters in this game series say, especially like if you remember AC1, the one priest who said, "How can I believe after what I've seen?" And I've actually reached that point. I have reached that point. If you dig into history, into a lot of things that happen, and all of that stuff, you're gonna reach that time, like that point yourself, if you actually dig into it. That's why I am so impressed with Assassin's Creed. Oh.
By the light of the Lord, be cleansed.
No grazie.
I will put you on your
Where is he?
Sinner.
Oh, bro.
You would enjoy that, wouldn't you?
Hi.
Beg
I'm behind you. Hi.
I have no need to.
That's funny. Wednesday evening.
Away with you, demon.
Have some respect for death, my friend.
I'll show you respect.
No, I will. Che tu possa al fine trovare riposo, nel corpo e nella mente. Requiescat in pace.
See, the confessionals are not really comparable to AC1, I think.
Maestro, it's with fear in my heart that I write this letter. The prophet has arrived. I feel it. The birds don't act as they should. They swirl around the location. I see them from my tower. I will not attend our meeting as asked. I can't expose myself like this, or the demon might find me. Forgive me, for I am only listening to my voice. May the Father of Understanding guide you. Guide me, Brother A.
Oh, sorry, I was talking without my microphone on. I said, like, we're gonna go through all of those Codex pages at some point, once we have them all. What we're not gonna do is, we're not gonna go through them now, because they give a lot away, and with a lot away I don't mean spoilers, I mean like, story-wise, to understand this game series. And that's what we're gonna get to, but yeah. I'm gonna go for the tomb now before we get to the last target, guys. Twice is a lot, yes. As I said, like Wednesday evening. But more importantly, I also was in the choir, in the youth choir. I was going on different community trips, all of the stuff, you know? Like full on, full blast Christian. And there are still a lot of things I do believe, but also a shit ton of things I don't. So yeah, I know. I know that's all cryptic what I'm saying, but you will understand once we talk. The rats. I mean, I'm glad that this game doesn't shy away from showing that despite how beautiful something can look on the outside, it is so rotten and disgusting on the inside. And I don't mean this in like a philosophical way, I mean it in like the most literal way about this. I mean, look at how fucking trashy some of the places look here. How slimy everything can be. Am I blind? How do we get out there? Oh yeah, I am blind. That's your answer. And now we just climb to the side here. Can you imagine how slippery and stinky this must be? And we have guards. I'm gonna get rid of all of the guards first, I hope you know that. It's so funny because there is a time window where you can actually assassinate them without entering combat. Like, I find that quite amusing because I don't know, like it's not an exploit or anything, but it's where you can feel that the game is not like perfectly coded, and it's quite amusing. How slimy takes a swim. Yes, indeed. No, that's not how we do it. They must look so gross after each mission. Not only that, but jumping into the water with that, how the fuck do you not drown? But at the same time, superhuman strength, right? And there are explanations for that stuff in the game series, in like the most literal way of superhuman strength and stuff, so yeah. But yeah, they must look gross, and especially during a time where your ropes were basically made you, right? And them looking gross and stinking whatsoever would be quite problematic. But see? You can fully avoid combat by not targeting them, which is dumb but hilarious. There are treasures. Oh yeah, right here, right? Yeah. Okay. I can get there. Nope, not like this. Not like this, Enki. Maki, I found, by the way, out what your name means. Do you want me to comment on that? Or do we just not and leave it at that? I mean, it explains why you haven't been banned from the flow stream, right? Yes, I mean, no, Makinzu. I mean, you are not technically a pure killer main, you know? So of course you were not banned, because you main both, right? It is creative, like, I won't say anything against that. Imagine this, okay? Like, look, you're going through the sewers into the catacombs, and you're coming up in a building like this, or in halls like this. Oh my god, what I would do to have this. What I would do to actually be in an area like this and explore stuff like this. Holy shit. Okay, this is problematic. Here, that's the big boy that you talked about, Salty. But you can disarm them, and then you just do this. That was smooth, wasn't it?
There he is!
And that is also super smooth. Does this mean I'm entitled at both? Yes, you're the bad of both worlds, you know? That's what it means. Disgusting. Oh my god, what I would do to be in a... To be left alone in a hall like this. The absolute silliness that I would just follow. I would climb on everything. What will I not? Continue that sentence? I'm the one to tunnel and complain about flashlights and click every match and call the first chase in the game tunnel. Yeah, at least you're self-aware, right? Oh, look at that. Like some of that architecture. See, in AC Mirage, the only fun thing in AC Mirage, and as I said, it's a shit game, is to use the throwing knives. Because the throwing knives can be thrown manually, and you can account for not bullet drop, but knife drop in that case, you know? And it's so funny to have, like, incredible range at your, like, with your knives and throw them in the most stupid ways. It's hilarious. It really is. We're gonna go for that treasure. Did you see that? I won't have the chance to get a bit of money. Well, taken from me, you know? Nope. That was bad. Nope. Cross-map knife. Basically cross-map knives, yes. One of the worst things about the game, though, is completely terrible, which is that stuff like, not traps, but if you, like, you can very often in the games, if you know, like, throw a knife and cut a rope and something falls down and hits someone below, okay? That stuff doesn't respawn in the game. And if you're like me and you like to do all of the stuff first, as you have seen here in this game, where I go and do all of the viewpoints and all of the treasures, if you do that in AC Mirage, you're gonna get bullied. By that I mean, you are gonna, for treasures, have to trigger that stuff. And you trigger the stuff, like I did, and then later you get a mission where you have to kill a certain target with set, like Crane for example, and you can't anymore. And you're bugged in the game. Because you're supposed to kill them that way, and you can't because the stuff's not there anymore, or it's literally like the treasure that you got earlier, the game is angry that you got the treasure and punishes you for that. And that is just atrocious. It's like one of the worst programmed games I've ever played. I'm the lobby main, deciding to play for ages and then quitting. That actually, yeah, seems about right, knowing you. See, you don't enter combat and you can just still assassinate them. It is a bit dumb, but we love the game. The question is, number one, how did the guards get in here, right? And number two, what the fuck are they guarding and why are they guarding it? But those are questions that are... The shadow, look at that. That are unimportant to the game. So, you basically FOV tag the guard. I did, indeed. I'm gonna FOV tag these two guards.
There! It's ours.
Look at this. Again, same here. Don't enter combat and this is what's gonna happen. Isn't it funny that also the Templars talk about a prophet? We heard of the prophet, by the way, the first time in like the family crypt. We read about the prophet. The stuff we read from the family crypt is 300 years old. Okay? 300 years. That is an important thing to remember. And an important thing to understand before thinking about the story of this game, you know? Who is the prophet? Or maybe even what is the prophet? All important questions, and why over seemingly centuries people were obsessed with him. Or it. And there's the tomb. Again, question, why on earth did they guard it? Money. Okay, fair. Fully fair. Fair, Mr. Krabs. I know it might sound like very wannabe of me if I say this, but if I would find a tomb like this, I don't know if anyone can relate, but if I would find a tomb like this, even with all of the riches and whatsoever, I would not disturb it. I wouldn't. And the reason for that is that I have grown up with an incredible, like, sense of, well, ownership. I'm someone who could never steal anything. Even if I find a fucking wallet with like $500 in it, I'll give it back with the $500. Because I always think about, yeah, what if it was you who lost that and blah, blah, blah. And here, when it is about the tomb, that it was obviously left behind for certain reasons, I would never touch that. Or like, I would obviously look at the stuff, but I would never take it away. I couldn't. I don't know, it's like some kind of mindset I have, I guess. I don't know. Some wannabe noble mindset. Look at that. The tomb is in the tower. Again, by the way, this is the tower we talked about. The one that I read to you about. Do you remember? The tower that's built the highest and is supposedly has a bell. But we also learned that someone transported all of those assassins' tombs, or at least not tombs, but graves over, if you know what I mean. And I find that highly interesting, because we will have to think, number one, who did it? Why did they do it? And all of that other stuff, you know. That's all, yeah, I think highly interesting. And all stuff that you guys can personally think about.
Ezio, about time you got here. We found Bernardo Baroncelli.
Ottima notizia. Tell me where he is and I'll see that he's dealt with.
That's the trap. Lorenzo actually had him arrested days ago, after being returned to us from Constantinople. But he escaped. We believe him to be somewhere inside San Gimignano.
Va bene. I'll see if I can't pin him down.
How do you expect to succeed where the rest of us have failed?
I have my ways.
Let's go. Something interesting to remember, at this point Constantinople has been taken over. At this point Constantinople has been taken over by the Ottoman Empire. Yes, we will never forget it. But someone tried to flee, like Baroncelli tried to flee to Constantinople. Why? At this point it isn't a Christian like empowered city anymore. It's not the heart of an empire. To be fair, it hasn't been for a few decades / hundreds of years even at that point. Because when Constantinople fell, it was, to be fair, barely a metropole area anymore. Like, it wasn't really that important anymore, but still, you know. We take bigger pouches. I don't have enough money, okay? Sorry that I'm poor. Also, like, oh yeah. I actually always forget to use the poison blade. There. Oh my god, there he is.
Good for the Brotherhood, good for me. Safer this way, yes. Yes, I'll ask, and then...
How did you fucking notice me? Dude!
He's here! Help!
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Assassin!
Here. Oh my god, I just randomly assassinated a Sith. Okay. Sometimes, let me tell you, sometimes this game can be special, as you just noticed. Shouldn't they wear bright and colorful stuff? Depends. Like, it's not like mercenary is like a profession in which you need a certain clothing. Mercenary just means that you fight for whoever pays you the most. And that doesn't necessarily require any looks, right? I know where you're coming from, though. I know where you're coming from and what you're referring to. Or what you want. But again, I don't necessarily think that it is a requirement. It's probably helpful, but not a requirement. Come on, ladies. This piece of music that plays. That... I think that piece of music is quite special, to say the least, because it almost sounds like a distress beacon, if you know what I mean. Are you for fucking real? You are for fucking real, you useless fucking person. Oh my god, they're trying to fuck up the girls. Oh my god, they're killing the girls! Well, that's something, isn't it? They just killed the 4 girls. Well, that's shitty. Exactly. No, I can get that. I can get that. Thank you. I think that's the first time ever in like 4 or 5 playthroughs that this has happened to me.
Take things one day at a time. He'll get bored, lost, confused, distracted, killed. It will be okay. And if he does come, if it happens, I keep moving. Never in one place for long. Only how to sleep, when to sleep.
Buy me a little time.
He's here! Help!
How the fuck did you notice me, you fat weirdo? Oh my god! This is the problem, okay? That's one big lock-on problem in AC2. You see that he just targets whatever he wants, okay?
I knew you would come.
Where is Jacopo?
So you can do to him what you've done to me?
There is still time for you to clear your conscience.
We gather at the church when a meeting is called.
Il duole dover giungere a tanto. Requiescat in pace.
See, we know about these 4 conspirators, but tell me if I'm right or wrong. It doesn't at all feel as satisfying as does... Wait a second. It doesn't feel nearly as satisfying as does killing a single target in AC1. Because there are no big confessions to make. There is no really important thing about these people.
Brother, as you've no doubt heard by now, he hunts us in search of retribution. We should never have consented, never have conspired. But what's done is done. And so, I have called a meeting with Maestro 3 nights from now to ask for sanctuary, either in Venezia or with him or in Roma. We will assemble at the church in San Gimignano and travel to the meeting location at the appointed hour. I urge you to attend. Remaining here would be suicide. The assassin is relentless. We cannot hope to stop him on our own. But perhaps, aided by Maestro, we might buy ourselves the time to form a proper response. Guard yourself well. Firenze may be lost to us, but it does not have to mean our end. May the Father of Understanding guide you. Your brother, Jacopo.
Yeah. To get back to what I was saying, like, none of these feel too personal, despite them being responsible for killing our family. But maybe you understand what I meant when I said in AC1 we're going through all of the side quests to get to know the characters better, because they all had something to them. These people don't really feel like they matter, do they? There was DBD like AC2 and... yeah, you mean the stupid auto-aim? Yeah, don't even get me started, please. Otherwise I won't stop raging.
noble signor, let their march be not in vain. This hero's luck will hold me praise.
This city looks way better during the day than during the night. During the night, this thing can look ugly as fuck. Then came Ava from the ravens with the sun for rise. No, I'm not gonna do your delivery challenge. Because those are sometimes repeatable challenges, and I don't want to do that. It's for you to earn more money. Fully understandable for people who need it. I don't. We're gonna take at least a whole other stream to get through the game. For the simple reason that we haven't even reached Venice yet, and Venice again has 2 districts and stuff, so we have to get through that. And it's night.
If I can stay my blade long enough to follow him, he'll lead me to his Templar brothers. I'll have more names for my list.
We at this point know about Rodrigo Borgia. But we do not know who Rodrigo Borgia is. We obviously, as people nowadays, do know who he is. I hate them. I want to stab them all. Look at these fucking annoying cunts. Oh my god, I'm gonna fuck them up. Piss off. Yes, your art is terrible.
What's going on here? Are they late? They haven't seen me, this much I know.
Oh my god, piss off. This is literally like the Berlin S-Bahn experience, S-Train experience. The amount of people coming on there with their boombox, then playing bad saxophone and wanting money from you is out of the fucking world. How the guards and stuff have no idea who you are but the bards. Yeah, right? I think that's quite a giveaway. Come with me, little courtesans. In the AC games, it's also... You tail a person as long as you have line of sight. As long as you have line of sight, it counts. Here, see? And I can go like this, and it's fine.
Say, have you gentlemen found the best ladies in all the città? Those muscles.
The money, exactly.
What are you and the others planning, Jacopo?
Oh my god. And I lost them all.
Have you ever seen one a girl surrounded by so many?
He lost his stupid little liar. He can piss off. Ha! What have I done to you, you worthless idiot? Remember what one of the targets said? They are meeting under the eyes of the gods. The eyes of the gods. At this point, we are in a monotheistic religion. Okay, in a monotheistic area. So we are talking about something Roman. That's very simple to deduct. Like, if you have any idea, like, that's what's obvious. I hate them. I hate them. I hate these pieces of shit.
After you.
I don't know if it is obvious to you, but yeah, we are talking about a Roman structure. Now if we, for example, go on the map and look around, there is a Roman amphitheater. It's even red now, so we know where we're going, okay? But that's probably one of my favorite parts of all of the games.
The letter mentioned Venezia. Are there Templars there as well?
which is in AC2, in AC Brotherhood, in AC Valhalla, in AC Origins, and it is all of the Roman structures. It is, and it's not just the architecture but the connection, and you will understand in time. But just think how surreal this is, okay? This pillar. Just take this pillar. That is something you can find in Rome nowadays, or in Italy in general. Like, you might have just a random pillar somewhere. And it might seem so out of place, but simply because it is. It is incredibly out of place. And why? Well, because it's from a civilization that is long gone, yet this pillar will probably be older than anything else in that area. Sometimes 1,000, 2,000, sometimes more years old. It is so fascinating. It is... I don't know. I sometimes don't have words for how fascinating that is.
Where do you think he's from?
All right, you know what to do.
What did all they cut through?
How snap? Scrawny bones!
Stop, friend! We'd like it one.
Oh my god, this bro really takes more than one knife. That is cool. That is amazing.
Your letter mentioned Venezia. Are there Templars there as well?
Oh, that's actually quite a lot that we have to walk again. That's kind of pissing me off, but whatever. You don't see me here, don't worry. The amount of possible distractions is honestly crazy. It is great, it really is great. But sometimes stuff is still not buggy, but in its infancy. And I don't know if it's just me, but Jacopo's clothing literally looks like a pyjama. There's something about his weird little, as we would say in German, Bommelmütze, his little cap, that just looks so utterly silly. He's ready for Sleepy Weepy? Yes. And I want to give him the eternal Sleepy Weepy. Oh, so this time the guard isn't bugged. I don't know if you realized that earlier, but there was one single guard that stayed up here, and that single guard wasted all of my thieves.
All yours. Have fun.
See.
Stop! Stop, you strunzy!
Hold on. That was Vic.
That is so close.
How many men are responsible for my father's death?
A lot.
I'm sorry, Maestro. I did all I could, but the assassin proved too strong.
Clearly. Else the others would be here with you. To say nothing of the fact that Firenze remains in Medici hands.
It's Francesco's fault. His impatience made him reckless. I tried to be the voice of reason.
More like the voice of cowardice.
You're one to talk, Signor Barbarigo. Had you sent us quality weapons instead of this garbage you Venetians call armament?
We put our faith in your family, and you repay us with inaction and incompetence? Then when asked to account for your failures, you make excuses and insult us? How do you expect me to respond?
I don't know.
It's all right. I do.
No. Please. Don't.
Please don't what?
I can fix this. Only spare me.
No. What a mess. So sorry to have claimed your prize, assassin. Did you honestly think I wouldn't expect you to follow? That I didn't plan for it? We've been at this a lot longer than you. Kill him.
I know you're only doing as you're told. So if you release me, I will spare your lives.
Ha! Listen to this one!
I actually... Okay, that's kind of sad. I wanted to stab them. But I wanted to see if they had anything else to say. That would have been cool. Look how they are all running! Oh, by the way, now it gets interesting. Now we're stealing... Okay, thank you for that almost team kill. I want to have one of the spears. Yes! You can turn people into flagpoles with that. That is gorgeous. Ow, that is obviously painful as fuck. Jacopo is still alive. Literally playing golf. I don't care. You were about to kill me. You can die.
Vai, amico. Libero da fardelli e paure. Requiescat in pace.
Barbarigo dude literally looks like a hobgoblin, by the way. With friends like these, yes, very, very true. Memory sequence 5 complete. The and there's a symbol. You see that symbol? We know that one from Desmond. Again, 2 years have passed since the last time we've been in Firenze. People don't realize that now 4 years since the beginning of the game have passed, okay? 4 years. Obviously, a lot of stuff happens due to that.
The Pazzi are dead. Every one of them.
I must admit, I've never before believed I could desire the death of others so badly.
Nor I.
Ezio, thank you for the role you've played in keeping this dream of mine alive a little longer.
L'onore è mio, signore.
What will you do now, figliolo?
There are still others I must hunt, signore. They are already digging their claws into the heart of Venezia.
No. La bella Venezia. Then that is where your journey must take you, Ezio. Before you leave us, I have something for you. A gift. This cape identifies you as a friend of the Medici. As long as you wear it, the city guards will be more tolerant of your actions. But be warned, it will not grant you immunity from the law. Che la fortuna favorisca la tua lama.
We are very happy about this cape. The Medici cape. Multiple things. Number one, your question, Salty. The game is not to be mistaken, okay? What do I mean by that? Don't mistake this game from a few things happen within a few weeks and then we have a lot of like months of break. This is not how it's supposed to look. That's not what's happening. What is happening is wait a second. What is happening is the fact that we are like the 4 or 5 kills we just made against those smaller people. See them as happening over the course of a few days and or weeks. In general, take us killing people over like that this happens over the course of a few weeks, maybe even months. Don't forget that whenever I fast travel or I ride somewhere, those are sometimes day, if not weekly long trips, going from Firenze to San Gimignano to Monteriggioni and whatever. This is not stuff that's happening from one day to the other. So the whole point is that all of our actions, everything we have done, all of our training, all of this has now been happening over the course of 4 years. And that sometimes the enemy is just laying low. A lot of stuff is happening in these years in Italy, in Venice, in Florence, in Rome. A lot of stuff is happening, and not just we are evolving and growing older, but also our enemies. And you will notice that if you think about who Rodrigo Borgia is, / was, and who he will become. No. Okay, whatever. You know what? Drop. I gotta get myself a new water, by the way. I need to drink. I drank a bit too much. Well, you can't really drink too much, but you know what I mean, right? I emptied my bottle. Medici are the best. Honestly, yeah, they're good friends of the family, aren't they? What am I actually doing here? Like, what the fuck? I'm supposed to go to Leonardo and I'm just jumping up there. Leo!
Bernardo! Leonardo!
Mi dispiace, messer, but he is gone. Maestro Leonardo was commissioned by a Venetian noble to paint some portraits. He paid for the maestro to move his entire workshop to Venezia. It's quite an opportunity.
Grazie mille, friend.
Do you know which nobleman we're talking about? Or what opportunity? We are now moving to the outskirts of Florence to go to Venice. If you've heard the name Barbarigo before, and not just from the dude we just encountered, they're from Venice. We got rid of the Pazzis, and now we're gonna get rid of the Barbarigos. Okay, I'm gonna get myself a new water and then we continue, guys, in a moment. Okay, I'm back. What are we 1 hour 40 minutes in? I'm just remembering it so I can cut it out in the VOD. There's no need for the VOD to have like a 2-minute break of nothingness. Forli. Forli is also an area where we will go. Where we will meet a very interesting person. I think we will meet them now. Yep, we are. What you see here, all of this stuff, all of this big writing is the Apennine Mountains and a little trip we're gonna take with our friend over there.
Leonardo! Ezio? What luck! I have run into a bit of trouble. Let me see if I can help. I know how to fix it, but lack the means to do so. If you could just lift the wagon.
Kreuzheben, deadlift, come on.
What is this thing? Eh? It looks like a giant bat.
Oh, nothing. Just an idea I've been working on. I could not leave it behind.
What is it for?
Well, I shouldn't really talk about it. Al diavolo. I can't hold it in anymore. Ezio, I think I figured out how to make a man fly.
Come on, I'll drive.
But I haven't even told you where I'm going.
Drive Leonardo's carriage towards Venice. This might be the most annoying mission in this game.
Such a beautiful city. So many sources of inspiration. Ponte di Rialto, Piazza San Marco, l'Arsenale. What's wrong?
We're not alone.
What's happening? Who are they?
Rodrigo Borgia's men.
Why? What do they want with us?
I think they want us dead.
Leonardo, hide! They're trying to climb on board! Knock them off! Watch out! Don't let the carriage roll over! Ezio, someone's on top! The sharp turns to make the carriage
I think you can tell why I hate this mission. I'm supposed to on purpose drive in a ridiculous manner to make them fall off. But it damages the carriage, and you can also try to smack them into the walls. Like, you just scrape them off, like, you'll see. But I fucking hate it. There's one in Revelation that might be worse. And we've lost. We lost. There is one mission in the beginning of Assassin's Creed Revelations that, in my opinion, is even worse. That is basically the same thing. You're being followed. And it is insufferable, let me tell you. You're supposed to wiggle back and forth because, oh, there are people on board. But at the same time, like, you're supposed to balance it in the perfect way. It's so bad. Yes, the one you get dragged. Exactly, Marky. I hate this one so much. That was salty. Yeah, it's not my fault that they both use purple, okay? It's not my fault that they both use purple. I literally only look over and I see colors and I'm just like, yeah, okay, that was one of them. And since Maki was the one talking, like, lately, I was just assuming that it was Maki. Look at these douchebags.
Hold on tight! Ezio, watch out behind you! Do something!
that horse is dead. That's not how fire arrows work, but that's okay. Yeah, we're gonna slip here. Oh my god. I don't know if it's obvious why I don't like this mission.
We're almost there!
Go, Leonardo. They are here for me.
I have
you.
yellow-orange, but
I'll catch
yeah,
up with you
obviously
later.
I would know if I text myself, so yeah. Let's go. I wanted to get your weapon, Biggie. Let Biggie attack.
One hit! One is cut!
One
hit!
Remember your
Yes. Woohoo! And plop.
Nice!
like you were taught.
Nice!
Get heaven open!
You should not forget, like, it would be even worse if Blue joined, because Blue has the exact same color that Salty has.
Remember your training.
Now, remember your training, man!
Small village. Romagna holiday. Races unlocked. Okay, which races? Elves? Sorry. Stupid joke. And now we are in a disgusting looking area. You might be like, oh come on, you're a bit too harsh to this. Yes, I might be. But Forli, let me tell you, is a fucking ugly place. Like, I mean, look at that. Look at that. It really does not look inviting, does it? Forli might be my least favorite place in this game. Because while the other places can also look ugly, especially in the night, they have always something to make up for it. Forli doesn't. Forli has one character that basically makes up for it, but well. It looks like if Tofu was a place, honestly. That is amazing. That is a wonderful comparison. And I like that, I dig that. Average Dark Souls area. Look at that, Salty. Yeah, now I know who's texting. That is good. That is actually way better. It's also, for example, hard when Hollow and Genie are texting, same color again. You now have something unique, and I know you are a fan of being different and having something else, so that seems about right when it comes to you. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm not gonna do the treasures, don't you worry, I'm not gonna force them down your throat. I'm gonna do the viewpoints though, because I think there's only like 6 pieces here. Look at that, like it's literally flooded the area. What do you mean you will owe me an explanation? I mean, you owe me a lot of explanations for a lot of things, but... The contrast of the horse over 9,000... Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I'm probably also gonna collect all the feathers outside of the stream. Simply because, as if I'm gonna force that stuff down your throat. It's not important. It's not interesting. It's all just... Ugh. So, look at that. There's Forli. We are in Forli. Look at that. There's another lighthouse. Look at how it looks, like all flooded. Not a big fan, right? Dunk, dunk, dunk. And now just sound out. Doesn't that feel weird? Okay. See, we have to go to the top there anyway. Okay, you will hate me. I'm gonna go clockwise then, not counterclockwise. I know. That's like... But that's away from the exclamation point. I know. Don't act like you don't dig it, because we talk more.
Oh, no.
So... I'm sorry, but... What did you do to my horse there? Yes, I know. Very evil. My poor horse. The character that I talked about that is from here is Caterina Sforza. Also a very important historical figure with one of the most legendary historical quotes. But we're gonna get there. Look at my horse. My horse is amazing. It's gonna be interesting to see at which point we're reaching an Assassin's Creed that my PC can't handle while streaming. That's gonna be very interesting. I can already promise you that Valhalla is obviously gonna fuck around and that it will be bad. Odyssey the same. Origins I'm not sure. It's not like a lot of the Assassin's Creed games graphically really developed, because trust me, AC Valhalla is still using the AC3 engine. Okay, so yeah. And I also don't know how long this will take. Like, just so you're aware, okay? AC1 took us 5+ hour stream, so around like 16 hours of stream. I'm gonna play Assassin's Creed Valhalla the way I played through it the first time. And the second time. Which means I'm gonna do all of the side stuff and whatever. This is gonna be 90 hours worth of stuff. So that's gonna take a month or more to get through with you guys. So I don't even worry about anything, even though, I don't know, I find AC Valhalla actually quite good. At least when it comes to, again, The stuff that Assassin's Creed is actually about. There it is quite unique in what it does. Are you fucking tarded? I want to go across the bridge. What about you do that? 31,000 in the villa chest. That is great. But I can't go to my villa. To my via. Via Monteriggioni. I don't know if you understand what I mean and if you agree. But looking at the region here, this is more what you would think about when you think of the Middle Ages and not something like Venice or Florence and how it looks. Like, the cities can sometimes look gorgeous, okay? But when you think of the Middle Ages, you don't think about that. You do think about the slimy, flooded, swampy areas that just look fucking ugly. You think about the pest, you think about disease in general, you think about, oh, grandma died at the age of 32, you think about all of those things. The Dark Ages, right? My little Dark Age.
Please! No, non uccidetemi! Laggiù!
You stupid civilians, leave my horse alone. What do you want to do? Catch up? Not happening. And then there are the Renaissance and the entire Italian world did a 100-degree turn, I guess. Yeah. See, like, in general, there's that whole topic, okay? What you have to think about is we are starting out with the Roman Empire, okay? The Roman Empire copying basically everything from the Greek. And we have the Roman Empire, and it falls apart because of infighting, migration, all kinds of bullshit that's happening. Falls apart. We fall into the Dark Ages. We somehow get to the little city-states. And that whole ordeal alone feels a bit weird, doesn't it? Just think about it, okay? Think about that stuff. We have the Roman Empire falling apart, at least the Western Roman Empire. In the... Okay, give me a second, I want to read this to you guys. Avamposta Veneziano. Venetian naval strategy involved maintaining a steady chain of bases along the trade routes to the east, ensuring that its merchants were able to get there and back without being attacked by pirates or Venice's enemies, the Turks. Can relate, my friend. By the end of the 15th century, Venice's fleet was occupied trying to force Charles VIII of France out of Italy, at which point Turkish forces struck without warning. Venice was soundly defeated, losing its Greek outposts. Following that, the Turks managed to invade Venetian territory in northern Italy. Although Venice was able to keep most of its territory, from that point forward, it would never again be a great naval power. The damn Turks. Can relate. I hear you, my friend. I hear you, my friend. What was I talking about before that? Oh yeah, like we have the crisis of the third century. We have the 4th century where everything in the Roman Empire is falling apart. Then the Eastern Roman Empire starts to rise and get stronger and whatsoever. And then we have a weird little period, and then we have all of those city-states. We have Venice, we have Florence, we have Milano. We have, obviously, Rome was not the capital of the Western Roman Empire anymore, but it was Ravenna. And we talked about Ravenna in this game already. And all of those things, then you have the Renaissance, and it feels like two different worlds, doesn't it? It doesn't feel like it's from the same place from the same world, yet it is. I don't know, it sometimes feels so weird. And now look at Italy now. Again, has nothing to do with the Renaissance Italy. Like, yeah. But also think about Germany, right? Every single fucking little square kilometer was its own nation. Holy Roman Empire of Germanation. Germans pretending to be the the Roman Empire. Then Prussia and everything to it, and that obviously probably being the best part of Germany. Prussian time and German Empire time. First World War and everything that came with it. Then obviously think about Germanics. Yes, I hear you, my friend. I do hear you. I really do. The Goths, the Visigoths, the Vandals, the Alans, which is one of the funniest ones. Bohemia, yes, absolutely confusing. Absolutely fucking confusing. I fully agree with you. Böhmen. German then, Czech then German again, then also just a area in between if you ever go to Bohemia and the Czech Republic. It would be shocking if the people wouldn't be talking German to you. It's all just... I don't know.
Ezio! Here! Over here!
But my thoughts on on geography in general are problematic, probably, because I'm like, we have too many countries. We have to be fewer and bigger countries. Yes, my friend, I'm here. Give me a second. This looks... Leonardo, I love you, but don't use the same voice line again and again.
Thank you, Ezio. You saved my life. I did what had to be done. You would have done the same.
I doubt it. Bravery is not my strong suit. I owe you a debt, brother.
Di niente.
Tutti a bordo! Fra poco si salpa!
That's our traghetto. Venezia waits.
Where's your pass?
What pass?
You don't have a pass?
You cannot enter Venezia without a pass. Who invited you?
Nobody.
Basta! No pass, no entrance!
Don't worry, Leonardo. I'll come up with something.
Don't just stand there! I need help!
There she is! Caterina Sforza! Hungary? Yes, I do agree. Like, to be fair, I am a gigantic Hungary fan. My family has been on holidays there, like, for a long time. Like, you're my childhood every single year. I love Hungary, I love the Hungarian people, I love Hungarian history. Especially that they have something like, what we in German would call Schlachtefest. Basically, Butcher Fest, where they basically butcher a bunch of pigs, not like for the sake of butchering like pigs, but literally as a big middle finger to the Ottomans and to the Turks, because they were just like basically for a long time like pillaging and oppressing the Hungarians, and out of spite the Hungarians only raised pigs because they knew that the Muslims could not eat pigs. And they would even make big celebrations out of, oh wait, you can't eat, you can't have pork. Oh no. Now imagine we had a festival where for a long time we only eat pork and you can't even steal it. Wouldn't that be shit for you? Oh no. And just that alone is just fucking hilarious. I love the Hungarians. And yeah. That's absolutely hilarious. Yes, Caterina, we're coming over. Don't you worry. Controlling these boats is a bit problematic because of how little turn you actually get. And you can only turn when you are not rowing. And it's always so weird, okay? Hi there.
Madonna.
Oh, you're good. The ladies must like you.
I wasn't looking to impress.
Caterina Sforza. Date of birth 1463. Countess of Forlì, noble. A countess by marriage, Caterina was notorious far before she ever arrived in Forlì. Raised in the court of Milan, she received a classical education while tutored in the art of war by her father, the Duke. At court, Caterina also acquired a passion for alchemy and hunting. In 1473, when she was 10 years old, Caterina became engaged to Girolamo Riario, the Pope's nephew. They consummated their marriage when she was 14. That is already pedophilia of doom. Poor young lady, okay? Once in Rome, she was heralded as one of the most outgoing nobles at court, while her husband had a reputation for being one of the most ruthless. With the premature death of the Pope's brother, Girolamo gained even more power, securing the titles of Lord of Imola and Forlì. When the Pope died, looters sacked Rome, destroying Caterina's residence. Unafraid, despite being 7 months pregnant, Caterina rode on horseback to the Castel Sant'Angelo and defended the Vatican with cannon fire and soldiers. If you know Sabaton, then you know exactly which song is about this. About the Swiss Guard during the sack of Rome. In 1484, she moved with her family to Forlì. Paid off by someone with a grievance against her husband, the Orsi brothers killed Girolamo in 1488. As a result, Caterina became the ruler of Forlì and Imola. She wasted no time winning the favor of nearby rulers, revising the tax system and training the militia herself. Although she advocated peace, when those around her were hurt, she dealt fierce vengeance, frequently killing enemies, wives, and children in punishment. While Forlì was under attack by Cesare Borgia, the Pope's son, she sent the Pope a letter that had been erupted with plague sores. Ultimately, Forlì and Caterina fell to Cesare Borgia in 1499. Caterina was captured and sent to Rodrigo Borgia in Rome, who kept her imprisoned for a year and is rumored to have raped her alongside his son. When she emerged from the Vatican, her hair had turned white. Exiled to Florence, Caterina died of pneumonia in 1509. About this. Number one, it is in the future what we just read. We know that she will move to Forlì. We are currently in 1480. We also know what the Orsi brothers are doing, or are gonna do, in 8 years. We also know about Rodrigo Borgia, the leader of our enemies, becoming the Pope. We also know of his son Rodrigo Borgia, Cesare Borgia, which is a piece of shit. And in general, anyone who rapes anyone is the lowest life form on the planet and deserves the most painful death ever. But that is enough talk for another time, when rapists aren't in power of our countries. So yeah.
Auditore, but please, call me Ezio.
I'm Caterina. Now, Ezio, we must find you suitable reward. Do you have any suggestions?
There is perhaps something you could help me with.
I'm all ears.
I'm all ears is a perk and DVD reference right there.
Yes, signora. Whatever you say, signora.
He won't trouble you anymore. I took care of it.
Thank you, Caterina.
Perhaps we'll see each other again. Should you ever find yourself in the city of Forlì, it would be my pleasure to welcome you.
I look forward to enjoying your hospitality.
Please accept my most humble apologies, Messere. Had I known...
It's quite all right, my friend.
I mean, of course, Maki. Of course not. Like, that could be a whole rant by itself, a whole stream by itself. Memory sequence 6 complete, by the way. Not just the Borgias, but the Catholic Church in general. Don't get me started on that topic. Don't get me started on that unholy satanic cult.
Do you know who that was?
My next conquest.
I don't think so, Ezio. That's Caterina Sforza, daughter of the Duca di Milano. Her husband is...
Husband?
Si, her husband is the Lord of Forli. That woman is as powerful and dangerous as she is young and beautiful.
Sempre come una donna per me.
I don't know if you guys managed to even make any connections here. Duca di Milano is the guy killed before the story of AC2.
Everything all right?
Better than all right. You're making amazing progress.
Amazing's quite a strong word.
Then why are we stopping?
Prolonged exposure to the Animus can have, side effects.
Awesome.
It's nothing to worry about. You haven't shown any of the symptoms.
Symptoms? What symptoms?
Degradation of cognition, temporal hallucinations, multiple awareness issues, overlapping realities, you know.
So what you're saying is...
What we're saying, Desmond, is if you're not careful, you may not need the Animus to visit with your ancestors, which wouldn't be a bad thing, assuming you could control it. Up until now, though, no one has.
Subject 16.
We have safeguards, Desmond. And they kept him in the Animus for way too long, sometimes days at a time. We're being careful with you.
I hope so.
Anyway, I was hoping we could test out your skill retention. See if you've picked up some of Ezio's abilities.
I'm game.
Great. Meet me downstairs when you're ready.
I cannot stand Sean, but that is just because Sean is Sean. What I was saying, the Duca di Milano gets killed in Assassin's Creed Lineage, the movie that plays before AC2. That thing kicks off the conspiracy. That is step 1 of the Templar conspiracy. That is the stuff that Giovanni Auditore uncovered. And she's the daughter, okay? Important stuff, important stuff. Oh my god, come on.
What could 16 have found that needs so much secrecy and security?
Oh, I don't know, do I? Lucy thinks it's something about the Codex, but I'm not so sure. I'm all ears if it's as life-changing as 16 says. Blimey, if I was allowed to use the Animus, I'd be the one in there finding out. Instead, as usual, I'm forced to sit here on the sidelines.
We don't like you, Sean, but at least you will grow on us. What did Subject 16 uncover? Why did Subject 16 go mad? What is the reason for that? What is going on? Oh my god, the music is so fucking fantastic. Jesper Kid, you're a legend. Never forget that. By the way, did you ever notice something very important? Number 1, Desmond, despite having a different voice than Altaïr and Ezio, they all look the same, or at least similar to the point where you see that they are related. But more importantly, they all have the same scar on their mouth.
So what's the plan?
We're gonna see what you've managed to retain. Come on.
I don't know why, but I like her fit. I like her outfit.
Abstergo's out there, looking for us.
Don't even know why.
They're better funded and better equipped, so it's only a matter of time before they find this place. We need to be ready for them when they do. I want you to activate the warehouse's defense system. I'll let you figure out how to reach the sensors.
Oh, come on. Not even a hint?
Open your eyes, Desmond.
Warehouse defense system. Honestly, I want that. Give me an apartment defense system. For the IRS agents. Me pretending like we have IRS agents. In Germany. We have something far worse called the Finanzamt. Worse than the Templars. Is that? No, that's not part of it. I did not do that before, yes.
Lucy? I'm seeing things.
Do the hallucinations last longer than 30 seconds?
No.
Then it's nothing to be worried about. It'll pass.
Everyone knows taxation is nothing but...
How am I doing?
Theft by law.
You've picked up every single one of Ezio's skills. The adoption rate is fantastic. Another day or two and we'll be done.
Alright, you gotta tell me. Why Ezio? Why Italy? I mean, we could have just gone back to Altaïr again. Followed him during his early years.
It started with 16.
Ah, good old Subject 16. He repainted my room, you know. With his blood.
I'd been going through his files. Vidic flagged a couple of his Animus sessions. A bunch of different ancestors, different dates and locations. Ancient Africa, the Middle East. But towards the end, he became obsessed with Italy. I think he knew about the vault.
The vault. Oh my god. Okay, sorry, I'm
sessions
creaming my
are
pants
missing.
over that.
And the sessions that are there... After everything the Templars put him through. After everything I put him through. It's all scrambled. If we hadn't pushed 16 so hard, we'd have the answers already. And maybe he'd still be alive.
The only text I'm willing to
So
paste
you're
that
after the
Saint.
Codex and the vault.
I knew you had an ancestor in Italy who was at the center of all of this.
It will get you to heaven. Like, have you bought Ablassbriefe? I hope so. You can buy away your sins. I think we've activated it all, haven't we? I don't think so. Maybe I've missed something. She'll tell us.
Alright, I think we're done for
Nope.
the day. You should get some rest.
Lucy, what happened to 16 wasn't your fault. You were just as much a prisoner as I was.
Thanks. Good night, Desmond. I'm glad you're here.
Well, Pope. Are you part of a denomination, my friend? Are you part of a denomination? Look at that. That was a woman.
What the hell?
Would you look at that?
What is this? Where am I? It's Acre. Altaïr. How the hell? Not even in the Animus. I must have passed out. Just having some kind of weird dream. Going without sleep for who knows how long. Guess I shouldn't be seen. I must be his target.
We are in Acre again. Do you remember what I told you about a tower that is important? And we're clearly following a female target. Welcome back to AC1, guys. Told you it would be important. Now tell me, how could anyone who hasn't played AC1 understand what's going on? I mean, you probably barely understand what's going on. But if you didn't watch AC1, you would have no clue what's happening. Those are all Templars. All of them. All Templars. And we are even back to the Assassin's Creed 1 soundtrack. I want to cry. That's amazing.
It's the woman from Acre. What's her name? Maria. Yeah. I wonder what he wants with her. Whoa. Alright, wasn't expecting that. Wait a second. Why aren't I following Altaïr? I'm stuck here with Maria? Oh shit. That must mean this is one weird dream.
Sorry to barge in on you like this, but it's getting late and we were... Hey, you okay?
Yeah, all good. Weird dreams, that's all.
Alright. I'll let you get ready. See you in a few.
Ah, good of you to join us.
Sorry, long night.
What a professional approach.
Leave him alone.
Well, you'll forgive me if I want to get some actual work done. Madness, isn't it?
Sean, please, that's enough.
All right.
Well, that was Maria Thorpe. Do you remember who that was? The lady who we had to attack instead of Robert de Sable, who was his double. And wasn't it his sister or something? And would you look at that? Seemingly not just his sister, but also Altaïr's chosen woman, and the mother of whoever became the Firenze.
Hey.
Hi.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Everything's fine.
You sure?
We lost 2 more teams last night. That's 8 more of us, just... gone.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what to do anymore. It just keeps getting worse and worse.
Hey, remember what you told me? You gotta have faith. And look, here we are, safe and sound.
For how long? And when they find us, then what?
When that happens, if that happens, we'll deal with it. I'll keep you safe.
Anyway, enough with my little breakdown. I should get back to work. And so should you.
Let's talk to Mr. Grumpy Pants. Nope, he's ignoring us. There's no talking to Mr. Grumpy Pants. Just so you're aware, a year has passed. Our whole travel, from receiving the scape to helping Leonardo to arriving here, took a year. Be aware of that. To understand how time passes.
Messer Da Vinci!
Yes?
Buongiorno e ben arrivato. I'm Elvise. Senor Don has asked that I escort you to the workshop. Are you ready? Ah, Venezia.
Alvise dal Villandino. Date of birth 1441. Baggage handler. A Venetian native, Alvise worked as a baggage handler for several years, until, convinced of Venice's superiority, he enlisted in the navy. In 1500 he was tasked with defending the fortress of Modon from the Turks. After a heavy night of drinking, Alvise awoke to Turkish cannon fire bombarding the town. Panicking while running across the deck, he tripped, hit his head and drowned. When it became clear Venice had lost the battle, he was accused of negligence by the ship's captain and erased from the logs of the navy. Poor
What
guy.
other place is as beautiful, as stable, as perfect?
Poor guy.
Come, I will show you her wonders. Our first stop, the Rialto Bridge.
Ponte di Rialto. The oldest and the most famous bridge in Venice. The Rialto is the dividing line between the districts of San Marco and San Polo. The bridge is notable not only for the size of its large arch, but also for its main walkway lined with shops and stalls, which was a vibrant strolling and meeting place for the community around it. Contrast that with today's Rialto, where crowds of tourists fight over cheap knockoffs of Venetian glass, while some idiot attempts to spit off the edge of the bridge onto passing boats. Modernity. Honestly, this last passage could have been for me.
Behold the elegance with which she spans the Grand Canal.
Embrace tradition,
A
reject
symbol of Venetian
modernity,
unity
friends.
and pride. Let us
San
continue.
Giacomo del Rialto. Originally founded in 421. Okay? Insane. San Giacomo is believed to be the oldest church in Venice, although the current building was constructed around 1071. The 15th century facade is crowned with a magnificent 24-hour celestial clock. During the Renaissance, the church was typically used by the merchants in the nearby market as a place to stop and pray during the workday. At least that's what they told their wives.
Here we are, San Giacomo di
Venetian
Rialto,
last for President
oldest church in Venezia. Isn't she beautiful? And her clock tower, magnifico.
It is magnifico.
Come, come, there's more to see.
Honestly, don't you agree that Venice, to keep it clean and not dirty and sewage like as it is today, they should still have that
No other
invitation
city can match the
pass?
size of Venezia's markets, be it spices or silk, from near and far. There is.
You were told to stay home! But the rent is paid! I have every right to sell here! Emilio disagrees! No, stop!
Let us continue the tour elsewhere.
Emilio Barbarigo. And yeah, but to be fair, I would also not trust the fish in that temperature. So yeah, Venice Glassmakers had its own assassins as well. They really should have included them.
Look, isn't it amazing? Would you mind buying it for me? I left my money with my bags.
Hey! Mind your step, Corleone!
We know exactly what just happened. We know my money's gone, even though it shows I have 14,157. I don't.
Such unbelievable prices I have for you, stimati clienti. You will say I am quite honest.
And here we have the Palazzo della Seta, home to Emilio Barbarigo. Normally I'd suggest a closer look, but with the way things are now...
Why? What's happened?
He is attempting to unify the merchants beneath a single banner. There's been resistance, some of it violent.
What kind of resistance?
They say they're fighting for the people, for freedom or some such nonsense. Baggianate, if you ask me.
destroyed my stand. I demand compensation.
Here you are, then.
The Doge will know about this. I'll report you to the council.
Good luck with that, my friend.
What are you doing?
You're under arrest for disrupting commerce.
What? You just invented that. There's no such law.
There is now.
No! Stop!
Again, hits way too close to home. Getting arrested for having a like on Facebook. Getting arrested for sharing something wrong in your status. Getting arrested for laughing at the wrong jokes.
And now, I present to you your workshop, Ser Da Vinci. We spared no expense in its design. You'll see, it is perfect, as if you never left Firenze. I wish you great success, and hope you enjoy Venezia, as much as she enjoys having you.
So, here we are. Exciting, isn't it? Care to come in?
Maybe later. I need to visit the Palazzo della Seta. Try and gain an audience with Emilio.
As you wish. But should you find yourself with free time, or another Codex page, don't hesitate to visit. My door is always open.
Grazie, my friend.
Di nulla.
No! Ah! Ah! No! 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 Give me that! Give me that! Give me that! Give me that option! No! 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 I didn't give him a hug. Oh my god. Ah! Fuck you, game. I didn't give him a hug. Okay, I'm depressed now.
Leonardo.
Ezio, so good to see you. How can I help you? Haha! You found another one! How exciting! I just have to substitute this letter and move this over there. I've got it.
So guys, but now that we have arrived here, I will actually stop it. And you might be like, are you fucking kidding me now? I'm gonna go to the point where we unlock San Marco or San Polo. And once we've done that, I'm out. Because we've gotten, again, multiple, I think 2 or 3 memory blocks done. That is healthy. There's, again, a lot of collecting that I have to do off stream, which I will do, but yeah.
You've no business here. Leave.
What if I don't care?
Come, amici.
I mean, Hollow, you came back for the perfect time if you want to get spoiled. But I don't think this is the way that you should watch this game. Like, that's what I've always said on the Discord. If anyone wants to watch the game, they should either tune in at the beginning of the stream or probably not. Simply because missing out on stuff might completely ruin the game for you. So, yeah.
How best to get inside? Scale the wall and... Oh, that's not good. I'll never make that jump. Need to find another way. Remember you.
We need to go.
You never did apologize for knocking me over.
Now!
Va bene, where to?
The water.
That doesn't exactly narrow it down.
Go, go, move! All right, you bastards. Who wants to die first?
Escort and protect Rosa. That's interesting, by the way, that you can see the different allegiances of the guards by the color. We have green, we have blue, we have yellow, we have red. Red was the Pazzi. Yellow, if you remember, was Medici. Blue is Venetian. But the question is like, is blue Barbarigo or Venetian, and is green Barbarigo or Venetian? Can she not stand in the way when I'm trying to fight someone? That would be glad. Like, great help. Thank you for that clip, Maki, and it just broke my heart that that happened. See? Whenever people are like, oh yeah, like, video game players are just brutes and evil people. Yeah, then I cry because I couldn't give him a hug.
I'd be better off on my own.
And this game doesn't have anything like go back to last checkpoint or something. That doesn't work, so that is even worse now. They broke my heart with that. And due to that, broke his heart.
Get him!
Yeah, he's getting. I'll make sure each of you dies quick.
I need to obviously get a better weapon. Yeah, please drown. I'm gonna do the same to you.
Goddamn archers!
Young lady, you don't have to run back to your checkpoint to run the proper way. It's...
Goddamn archers!
Now! Move!
Come any closer and I'll cut you to pieces.
Oh my god, she is really in the way constantly. I want him to attack me. Come on, thank you. Give me the pole arm.
What are you doing? Hurry up!
I'm using him as a flag, Paul. Or at least as the foundation. Oh my god, we saw that young woman's undergarment.
All right, you bastard. Who wants to die first?
Can I please disarm him, please? Thank you. Plop.
Quickly, they're getting closer.
Capito? Till next we meet.
She's watching them.
Cristo, my leg!
Never did catch your name.
Rosa.
Onorato, Rosa. I'm Ezio.
No.
I know. Well, sorry. Sorry that you know. I don't know what you clipped there, Maki, but I'm excited to see.
I've traditional red.
Ugo!
What's this?
Rosa's been wounded.
Pass her here. We'll go the rest of the way in the boat.
Careful. Go! I'll deal with the guards.
Now! Don't you? Where do you think?
Let's go.
Kill them, Ezio, quickly!
Eccolo! Stop it!
You said fast, Ezio, and I was quite fast, but seemingly I was too fast for you guys, wasn't I? I was way too fast for them. Look at that.
Keep going, Ezio. Get away from us.
Keep going. No, it says reduce distance. You guys are a bit slow. Wait, you survived that? I mean, sure, die now.
They're all over the rooftops! Do something quickly!
I mean, yeah. I am.
Why are you here?
He is really bad at rowing, isn't he? Ugo, come on. Ugo Shen.
They're shooting at us!
These people shooting at you, are they in the room with us? Escape is indeed pizza time, I thought the same. Nobody is shooting at them. Oh my god. I love how the music is so dramatic and nothing is really dramatic here. No, you're not doing that. Can you not jump into the sewage water, my friend? Marky. Marky. You didn't. You did not make that joke. And we're gonna go in here, and I know that for a fact. Look at him taking the biggest turn ever. Come on, you go too fast. You can do it.
Dead, idiota! Say a prayer later!
Porco demonio!
Did you fucking drop him into the water?
I need to see Antonio! Ah!
Be careful! Let me do it. Go and find Antonio.
Ugo, do what he says!
Quell'ultimo arrivato dagli ordini!
Hey! Hey! Wake up! We need help.
Where's Antonio? Make yourselves useful. Clear a space for her. Put her down there.
Where are we?
Home. They've sent for help.
Thank you.
Rosa, what's happened?
Just get this out of me.
Soon, soon. Let's have a look first.
Clean entry and exit through the thigh. That's good.
Get it out!
Rosa, we must take care not...
Now!
Come vuoi. Tenetela. I'm sorry, piccola.
Sorry! Ficcatelo nel culo, you're sorry!
Go fetch Bianca and be quick. Help me with this.
How?
Take a clean piece of linen. When I remove my hand, press the cloth into her wound. Are you ready? Now! Ben fatto. You work well under pressure. She's spirited, this one.
Porca puttana!
Avanti! Get Rosa inside so that Bianca can close the wound. You'll be all right. The worst is past.
Ti venissi il cancero, brutto bastardo! A te e che la grandissima troia di tua madre!
Thank you. Rosa is most dear to me. If I had lost her...
I've always had a soft spot for women in distress.
So I've heard. Don't look so surprised. We know all about you, Ser Ezio. Your work in Florence and the rest of Tuscany. Good work, too. If a little... unrefined.
Then you know why I'm in Venezia.
I can guess. When you have a minute, come see me in my office. There's something we should discuss.
Gilda dei Ladri di Venezia. Established sometime around 1465, the Venetian Thieves Guild, due to its illegality, had no permanent headquarters. Although efforts were made by the magistrates to crack down on thievery, accused culprits never seemed to be around when the city guard went searching for them. Who would have thought?
Avanti. Ezio. Prego. Can I offer you something? Biscotti. Un caffè.
What's caffè?
An interesting concoction brought to me by a Turk merchant. Here, have a taste.
A little bitter if you ask me. It just seems lacking somehow. I don't know, have you considered adding sugar maybe? Or latte?
I suppose it's something of an acquired taste. Enough about that. Now where were we? Our failure at the Palazzo cost us dearly. It will take time to recover. No doubt Emilio will use this pause to strengthen his defenses and continue his oppression of the district. You may not share our motive, but I know you share our goal.
Why not gather your forces and try again?
To act in haste would only bring more losses. No, we must resupply and draw new plans.
Can you afford to sit around and wait?
Nor would I want you to. Work with us instead. Already my men begin to mend today's wounds. Seek them out. They'll put you to work. The sooner you aid them, the sooner we can strike.
Molto bene, messere. I accept.
It is the right decision.
God damn it, it doesn't look like we've unlocked the district yet. Just kinda annoying. Because that's obviously stuff that I would like to get done off-screen. Off-stream.
Salute, Rosa. You seem to be healing well.
How are you finding Venezia?
It has its charms. But how do you deal with the smell? Che schifo.
So? What brings you to me?
I was hoping you could help me with something.
And that would be...
I want to learn to climb the way you do.
Oh. Va bene, I can do that. Well,
she was hoping.
I can. Franco can. Franco, muovere il culo!
She was really hoping.
Show Ezio how to reach the top of that scaffolding.
She was like, I don't necessarily need my leg for that.
Begin in a hanging position. Then jump to the ledge above you. As you reach it, grab it with your hand and pull yourself up. There. See how it works?
I think so.
Only one way to find out. Try for yourself.
That will actually help us with viewpoints throughout the city, so that's something that's very nice. Monkey see, monkey do. It's called Monkey See, Monkey Do. I like it.
Jump, Ezio! You grab the ledge at the height of your jump.
Ezio, you dumb. No, you can do it. Exactly.
So, how did I do?
I've seen better.
Ah, you wound me with your cruel, cruel words.
All right, Smargiasso. Let's put your skills to the test.
I'm all ears.
Meet me in front of the Frari.
How do you learn to do that?
What are you doing here? Get down, Stronzo!
You should not be up here!
Down, Stronzo! What are you doing?
Oh my god, am I tarded? I'm going the opposite direction of my quest. Oh my god. What is wrong with me? Except for everything, clearly. I was wondering how I haven't reached that challenge yet. By the way, guys, just so you're aware, I've just gotten a message containing a beautiful looking little animated emote. Since barely anyone uses most of my animated emotes, I'm gonna replace one of them with this gorgeous little emote I just saw. So yeah, just so you're aware of that. Even though I know that we have the weekend again and Twitch will take forever to get that stuff done and acknowledged, but yeah, I'm gonna do that. So I want to talk to here.
Ah, Ezio. I was hoping you might return. I want your advice on something.
Of course. Tell me what troubles you.
Emilio has turned some of my own men against me.
Bribery and blackmail, is it?
Yes, and we cannot strike until the traitors are dealt with. They're still somewhere in this district, keeping tabs on us and reporting back to Emilio.
Not for much longer, they're not.
Okay, let's go. Hey, tomorrow it's Monday. Oh, yeah. Yeah, see, because I don't have to work on Mondays, I always, like, my weekend always feels longer, if you know what I mean by that. Like, my weekend always feels longer and I kind of forget that, yeah, well, that I shouldn't worry. Have you been drinking? In real life or in-game, dear character? It's gonna be this dude, right? Yeah, it is. Thought so.
You shouldn't be up here, don't you? He's there, huh? You won't escape.
Oh, that's the thief. Okay. Yeah, let me give me your weapon. Come on. Come on. Give it. Thank you. Cool. Appreciate it. I must say though, I'm glad to have weekends again. 2 days off in a row is just same not only here. Like, I currently can only work, like, I'm only allowed to work part-time, but despite obviously not having the income that I would like to have, trust me, it is still very nice to just have a bit of rest and to not worry too much, and to basically only have like 2.5 days to worry about. And even though it still fucks over my sleeping rhythm, it's okay. It's fine. Piss off. See, that's a sad part. I wanted to actually, like, here's the Palazzo again. I wanted to actually stop playing, but because the game has put me into this weird predicament of where I can't really stop, because I'm not allowed to freely roam the city yet, or to freely discover viewpoints and stuff. Yeah, due to that, I have to continue until we reach the point where I can freely go through everything. A bit annoying, but yeah, we'll get... I used to work Sunday evening night at the gas station. It's trash. Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I do understand. Did you at least get night pay? Did you at least get night pay, Maki? Because I can tell you, when I started working at like 4 AM or sometimes worked into the night, they found ways not to give me night pay or anything. So yeah. And the bard is just singing, yes indeed. I find it funny that the wanted posters are so high up that nobody can see them. It's hilarious. Then came Ava from the Ravens with the sun for eyes. You will understand that part soon. Soon, I say, in a few months. Oh, that was actually not what I planned, but that was cool. Yeah, that was what I wanted to do. Very good. Very good. I understand, Maki. Okay, okay, I do understand. I mean, to be fair, who does? When you're living in the country of the highest expenses and the highest Ausgaben, right? Which should just be counting as a crime, but government-funded crime, right? Of which we have way too much currently. Where's that dude? Come on. Probably somewhere behind that wall here. See, it's, don't get me started. Do not say those words, Maki. Do not say those words. Like when you realize that your own government is more criminal than any person that you've killed in Assassin's Creed. Every person ever. Okay, bye-bye. That's the question mark here, right? I mean, this game especially, when we get to all of the glyphs that we're doing, it implies those things, okay? That the governments of the world are Templars. But at the same time, we have to ask ourselves, is it everything we see with our governments, is it all malice and due to that Templar business? Or is it stupidity? What do we believe? There is a saying that says, don't blame, I think it's something along the lines of, don't blame malice where idiocy can be blamed or stupidity can be blamed. And I do agree with that usually, but yeah. How did you get here?
Climbing a bit of scaffolding is all well and good. But let's see how you do out in the open.
On top of that tower then? Torno fra un attimo.
This is a viewpoint that you can only reach with her leaps. which I find highly interesting. Because that is one way to level cap something, right? Not really level capping it, but being like, well, technically you can only get up there if you got that skill. She just been chilling. Homa been chilling. Homa ta. Oh, if you look at like Xi Jinping's speeches, and he's like, "What's up, Beijing?" And I also think like, "What's up, bro?" Okay, this doesn't work, so we might go from here, right? Let's see. No, we go from here. You can already see the ledge. But how can you not hold on to that? Ezio! Ezio! Want to talk about that? Get down, Stronzo. Don't call me a Stronzo. Okay, that is a bit problematic. How do we get up there? Because, again, it is with her little jump. But for whatever reason, I can't grab onto that rose, if you know what I mean. Here, look. Oh, now I can. Okay. Dude must have the most insane arms and legs any human has ever had. Venezia. Over there you see the church, obviously. Again, a tomb, clearly. Obviously. Hi there.
So?
Looks like you've learned all I have to teach you. I'll let Antonio know of your progress. Finish your other tasks. We're almost there.
Redfield literally joining at the end of the stream. Welcome, Red. Welcome, Red. One thing I liked about AC1 was the climbing being more realistic and less fast. Yes, absolutely. That is one of the greatest strengths, because like people are like, oh, the climbing feels so clunky. Yes, because have you ever tried to climb in any other way but clunky? Yeah, right, everyone always ignores third.
What's the trouble?
You and Rosa managed to escape from Seta, but the others were not so lucky. Emilio's captured them and now they await execution.
Do you know where they're being held?
I know they're still in the district, but beyond that, no. You'll have to look for them.
I'll have your brothers back here in no time.
Okay, let's free them. So we can finally get off, if you know what I mean. Let's see. Oh lord, literally all over the fucking district. Stop calling me Stronzo! Oh, I wanted to loot him, couldn't, sad. Okay, come here. Oh, look at that. Give me that one, thank you, and now I can use you as a fucking baseball. Bonk. He keeps his own. Beautiful. Come on, give me the spear. Give me the spear. Dude. Yes, you can do that. You can pick up sand. And then bonk him. Okay, these dudes sometimes piss me off too much. These wannabe elites. Exactly, and now pissed off. That was directly through the wiener.
The markets belong to the people.
I don't know if it's this game or if it's an AC Brotherhood, but you can pick up the spear on one end. Oh, I have to bring them back. That's annoying. Something... Sorry, that you can do at some point in the game is to pick up the spear on one end and swing it around in all directions. And that just beheads everyone around you, which is hilarious. Wait, didn't I have to bring you guys... Don't tell me I have to bring you guys up. Oh my god, I do. You better climb, you idiots. Yeah, I do gotta bring them up here. Yeah, come up here, come on. Ezio multi-class barbarian. Just backpack them up. Yeah, honestly, yeah, thank you. Thank you, you annoying... What are you doing? I need you alive. Can you not do that, please? Don't, at once.
You cannot escape.
Give me... Come with me. No. Okay, bro really went flying there. Come here. Stand up and go flying. Easiest way to deal with these idiots on the roof.
Listen.
Oh, that's a bit too many. I really need one of those spears now. Come on. Can one of you spear dudes please attack?
Let's end this quickly. Get on his blind side. Keep him easy.
Give me your mace. Thank you. Bonk. Bonk. Boom. Ezio the roof pusher, exactly.
Stay calm.
Carefully, men. This one is no fool.
Come on. No, I don't want your weapon. You're literally the only one who's not supposed to attack. Give me one of the spears. Yes! Oh, piss off. You're a flagpole now. Same with you, thank you. This is... look at that, I love that shit.
Qui, let's do it.
Quick, let's do it. That literally sounds like you're about to prostitute yourself, my friend. I love this music piece, I don't know why. It seems so mysterious and dangerous. Reduce the distance? Well, they are slow. How is that my fault? What about you continue walking? Walk? Walk.
All right, this way.
Thank you. Yes, we're still searching the body.
Where has he gone? Eccolo! Let me go!
Bye. I let you go. What was it called? Which movie was it where... Oh yeah, it was The Dark Knight. Where it's like, let her go, and he's like, bad choice of words, and throws her down. Wonderful. Let her go. Bad choice of words. Hydrate, you say.
Where's your master now? Perhaps we'll mount your heads on bikes. Better to hang their corpses from the palazzo window.
Hi. I will actually buy a bit more medicine, thank you, my friend. I wonder how affordable housing was in these cities back then. Are you implying that it could be any less affordable than nowadays? Okay, he doesn't want to die, I guess. As I've said often on stream already, the rent for my apartment, and it's just 37 square meters, went up from 301 euros when I moved in to 580. That is almost double. And nothing has ever gotten better. We haven't gotten any renovations or anything, no. Everything is the exact same as it was when I moved in. Some stuff might even be worse, but yeah. What a fucking time to be alive. As I said, 37 square meters. 37. That is nothing. It is barely 2 rooms. Like, it's a bedroom and then it's kitchen and living room mixed in one. That's it.
You are not...
I'm pretty sure they didn't make any euros as income.
Let's go.
I'm impressed. I didn't expect you to succeed so quickly.
I aim to please.
I'll let Antonio know about our progress. Come find me later. I've got another job for you.
What sort of job?
Meet me near the docks, and I'll explain.
Molto bene.
Okay, we got this shit done. Now we can go to Antonio and talk to Antonio, and then hopefully with that unlock this stuff. It does feel like we've done enough to be allowed to go through here.
You have to show us some of your tricks.
And I would like to go back to Monteriggioni to get my money, but yeah. Yeah, but that's Munich. If there's one city worse than Berlin, it's probably Munich, you know? You do not? Like, what am I supposed to think of you now, Salty? What am I supposed to think of you now that you don't? Salty, I have no clue about any incomes here, about any apartment prices. You won't believe it, that's not what the game tells us about. So I cannot tell you about that. I have no clue.
Rescuing my brothers was more than just an act of charity, Ezio. The men you freed will play a vital role in the weeks to come. Just ask for their help, and they'll join you.
And once I have my little band of thieves?
Send them towards a group of guards, and they'll create a distraction.
Opening the way for me.
Exactly.
Saves me from having to bloody my sword. I like it.
Exactly. Now I'll tell you what to do with them. Antonio's plan calls for a bit of deception. We're to imitate his archers, which means we'll need the armor that they wear. A shipment of the stuff has just been loaded into chests and now awaits delivery to Seta. Loot the chests and retrieve the outfits. When that's finished, I'll need you to fetch me a boat as well and bring it back here. We'll use it to move our men into the palazzo undetected.
Consider it done.
Yes, but that, my friends, is something for another time. Yes, I just declined his challenge. I did. Because that, one way or the other, will be stuff for another day. In that case, probably actually tomorrow. I want to go over here to the art merchant. To get... Well, then time to say goodbye. Thank you for showing up, Redfield. And the VOD will be up tomorrow morning. I know you'll have to work, but yeah, whenever you guys have time, you can watch the VOD if you missed out on something. As I said, I plan on probably doing this tomorrow, but I won't promise it. Oh yeah, come on. How are you faster? How are you useless? Okay, and of course the fucking jester. Yes, pass yourself, everyone. Thank you. I don't have work to... Well, even better for you then. San Polo, okay. We buy this. 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 Very nice.
Always a pleasure, Sir.
So. Okay, my friends. Then I would say we will talk tomorrow. I wish you guys a wonderful evening. I gotta go out with my dog now. And until then, I wish you guys a wonderful night. Have a good one, everyone. Talk soon. Until then, bye-bye.